Well, happy Black Friday, everybody. We're going to do another operating session in the Garden Railroad. We've got the train coming from Williamson. On the head end, we have 3 empty coal cars for the branch. And then we have some work cars. And what we're going to say is we're going to do a little bit of work on the branch. We've got a crane, a gondola, and that camp car there for guys to stay in. So that camp car was an LGB box car. That it was like a convention car that I picked up 2 of them real cheap. And so I completely modified it on my own. Put the doors in the ends based on an NW photograph of one of their camp cars. It was a long project because I sort of lost interest in it along the way. And it's tough to cut through that thick plastic. The locomotive headlight flashing, I had it on dim. In real life, if you didn't see that, that's what the video did to it. And once I realized that, I think I turned it off dim so it doesn't do that anymore. Occasionally, Jawtooth will have like some grade crossing flashers that his videos do that. Looks like they're not flashing, but they actually are. He'll talk about it. All right, so we put the work train on the siding next to the freight house. Now, I don't have enough yard tracks here to really do what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to sort of cheat, and I'm going to use the tracks around the sawmill, which in theory are several miles away in my fictional branch. I wish that I had moved the camera because I kept this view for a long time and it's difficult to sort of see what I'm doing at times. So coming down now, we're going to pick up the caboose. Oh no, I forgot. We have one more loaded coal car from the last session. It wouldn't fit on that track. We have to get that first. And then we're going to get the caboose. It's about 7:30 in the morning on Monday before Thanksgiving. I'm narrating this. Sitting on the couch with X-Ray and Ferdinand at my feet, drinking coffee. About 35 degrees outside and really foggy. Harley's on the front porch. He looks pretty cold. We're going to try to get him that heated bed or little house here very soon. All right, now we're going to get the caboose. and we're going to put it on the end of the train we're taking back to Williamson. I had a guy come over and look at the railroad. He's starting to build a really nice sized garden railroad. It's just collecting equipment right now. It's going to be much bigger than my garden railroad. I think he already has picked up like 7 of the Dash 9 locomotives. And he asked me, he said, how's your stuff look so weathered? Do you leave it outside? I said, no, I do that with paint, chalk, and yeah, I like it to look fairly real, even though it, a lot of the G-scale equipment, doesn't have the brake detail and things like that. Because it's meant to be run outside, it's got to be more rugged. All right, so we pulled the train out of the track. Now we're going to put it on the other track by the sawmill. This is where I wish I would have moved the camera because you really can't see what I'm doing very much. All right, so that train is safely tucked out of the way. Now we're going to come back and pick up the empty hoppers. And we'll put them in the yard. So the crew will have those to go to the coal mine tomorrow morning. We don't switch the sawmill and the pulpwood loading every day, but the coal mine gets serviced every day. So everything wouldn't fit on that track, so we're pulling the crane and the crane flat car out, put on the adjacent track. All right, now we've got everything out of the way so the Halco can get out tomorrow morning. So we're going to pick up the train that's going back to Williamson. And we're going to have to double the train here because my track isn't long enough. So we split the train. We've got the 3 loaded coal cars and the caboose. And we'll push them right here. And we'll go back and get the rest of the train. Now the crew's not too happy that pulpwood car is next to the locomotive. Sort of unsafe. So after they cross the river back onto the main line, they're going to switch that out and put another car, probably that box car, in between the locomotive and that pulpwood car. So this is the first time I've done this. I've actually used the bridge and run into the shed. So remember the gap where the little portable bridge is, I consider that the Big Sandy River. I can't film the whole thing disappearing into the shed. I don't have that much track. So we're joining back up with the train. And now, in theory, we're ready to head back across the river and back to Williamson, West Virginia. But the video will end before the train disappears. So hope you enjoyed it. If you dislike shopping as much as me, this gave you a little diversion anyhow. So again, have a great weekend and stay safe.